Are you introducing it or am I?
I don't know.
Because I thought, okay, hi guys, welcome to the Llama Drama podcast
Yes.
with me, Rachybop, and
Myself, Dan, of Beyond Sims.
yeah,
Woohoo!
uh,
Episode 1. Are you excited?
yes, I am excited. Dan had this wonderful idea that we should do a podcast together, and I'm so on board. We're going to talk about Sims and beyond.
Ooh, haha.
See what I did?
That's...
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was terrible.
So, our first topic of the podcast is The Sims 4.
Ooh, love a bit of Sims
So
4 in my
what
life.
have we had? Yeah, good. That's kind of why you're here.
Oh.
So what have we had from The Sims 4 recently?
Oh gosh, I'm trying to think now. We've had lots of, like, free content and patches, haven't we, coming our way, which is a little bit different.
Have you looked at the Caribbean content?
I will be honest, I have not touched that in my game yet. I've, like, posted about it and been like, oh my gosh, this looks amazing. But, I mean, what have we actually got in this pack? I can't really remember.
Honestly, it's so good. So there's, like, some wallpapers, and there's sliding doors, and a ceiling fan, which unfortunately hasn't been categorized. So good luck finding that one, because I couldn't find it.
See,
like, you can't
I
just
use the
type
search
in
feature
fan.
these days.
Yeah, well, no, you're never going to find it. Like, you will die before you find that fan.
Oh,
I could not find it.
you're already
But I know
selling it.
it's there, but yeah. And then there's, like, some new hairstyles, which are really cool. A new headscarf and some new outfits. So, but the problem is that if you didn't know those items were coming, like if you're just a player and you're not on socials and things, you would not know they were there unless you stumbled upon them, because there's nothing in the game saying, hey, look, we've added these things for free.
That's a bit annoying, because
Like,
not everybody follows,
yeah.
like, the social media stuff. Like, back in the day of The Sims 2, I never knew there was a website and forums. I used to just, like, you know, I'd find out stuff was coming by looking in the back of the box, and it'd be like, oh, Seasons is coming soon, and, like, I didn't know.
Exactly. So I think that definitely needs to change, where it at least has a little icon saying, look, this is new, and it's part of a free content update, because it shouts them out as well for giving it free.
Yeah.
So
it's cool that they're
it's
kind
win-win.
of, like, doing it, because they said, like, when Sims 4 came out, you know, it's a live service, it's this, it's that, and they are, like, especially compared to The Sims 3, they are kind of keeping it fresh a lot more. But then I think Sims 4 kind of needs to stay fresh. It's very different to, like, different Sims games, if that even makes any sense.
Yeah. No, it isn't. The way they're presenting it is very different, and the timeline and everything. And are they starting to do, like, monthly or fortnightly streams with the developers as well?
Yeah, they're completely, like, changing, like, the way they, like, communicate and trying to just do more fun things, which is quite nice, because it's, I don't know, sometimes they seem very active, other times they seem to fall off the face of the earth. Like, remember before Sims 4 came out and it was just silent, like, for like a year.
Yeah.
There was, like, nothing.
Yeah, it was.
And then suddenly it was, bam,
Yeah.
Sims 4's coming, and yeah, it's just, yeah, so it's good that they're kind of keeping everything active, especially now, because, I mean, Sims 4 is a year old in like a week or two. Yeah, well, a week. Sims 4 is, as of recording this. So, like, normally by this point we're wondering where the Sims 5 would be, but, like, it doesn't seem to be the case with the Sims 4. They seem to just be...
Wait.
Hmm?
How old is The Sims 4?
4 years old.
4 years old.
Came out in 2014. Wow. Yeah. How crazy! 2nd of September 2014, or was it the 5th? I can't remember. It was one of those, because I get confused, because, like, the UK and the US release dates were different then, whereas now, because everything's digital, they just shove it all out on the same day now.
Praise the Lord.
Oh, no, it used to be a pain in the neck having to wait, didn't it? There's, like, extra 3 days during the Sims 3 days, and you'd just be watching everybody playing.
Yeah, it was so unfair.
Oh, it was awful. But, like, it's good to see that, but, like I said, I want to know where Sims 5 is. That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
we're living in it. This is Sims 5.
What, real life?
Yeah.
Oh, it's disappointing. I don't know how high of a score I'd give that one. But like, it's just straight. But it seems like Sims 4's going like. It only seems like we're just getting like stuck into it now, like with like cats and dogs and seasons, and so who knows?
Yeah, I think they're gonna probably try and milk like 10 years out of it.
Oh, please no. Not 10.
Yeah, that you heard it here first.
Don't people think you're telling the truth here? We don't have any insider knowledge.
No, we don't, unfortunately.
Oh, that would be great, though.
So, next topic. I mean, if you're done with that, you can tell me if you're not.
I mean, you're trying to rush me on here. I quite frankly think it's quite rude. I mean, I could have had...
Yeah.
I could have had some insightful things to say, but...
You could have, but you didn't.
Well, we've still got, free content. They've also spiced up the gallery as well.
Oh, yes. I haven't looked at that, but I did see posts. It's not something I really use that much.
See, I always use it just to download my self-sim. That's, like, I think the only reason and to get, like, a house. Like, it still catches me by surprise, because I'm so used to how it used to work, and now when you pop it open, obviously it's been overhauled. It looks completely different, but it's cool. It's cool. Hopefully they'll do that on console as well eventually.
I like that you can access it on the website. I think that's really nice being able to do that.
I always forget about that. I always forget because I remember the Sims 3 exchange. Oh my gosh, what a pain in the neck that used to be. So I just forget that the Sims website exists these days.
But the Sims 3 website was the best, like with the store and everything.
Oh no.
It was so good.
I hated the store. I hated it.
You just get loads of friend requests and you save up your coins, and it was just a fun place.
I liked the community side of it. Like that used to be like having your own page. I remember before the Sims 3 came out, I was making my own little profile on there, super excited, and like that was really, really cool. Just the store. That could be a whole episode of me just raving about how much I did not like it. Like it had some really, really cool stuff. Like I'm looking at some of the stuff now, and it had so many cool items. But like, yeah, I just didn't like the way they went about it. I like the stuff packs in The Sims 4. Apart from cool kitchen and my first pet stuff. What a pile of rubbish they are.
Yeah. Well, I did like my first pet stuff, but I don't like the premise of it.
Oh, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Like the little critters.
Oh, okay. It had some nice, I'm here for the, they had that fish tank table.
Yeah, that was so nice.
Love it.
But that's the sort of stuff that should have been store content if we had a website like The Sims 3.
Maybe it's getting to where, I don't know, because stuff packs, I guess, have been filling that void. Maybe they're getting to where they need something like that, maybe, and just get rid of stuff packs altogether. Yeah.
Especially not stuff packs for stuff packs, or whatever it was.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like, there's some decisions that they make that I just think, how could you possibly have thought that was going to go well? Like, I don't get it, because it obviously was not a good decision. Like, it was obviously going to be met with lots of people being angry.
I mean, it's cool that they're happy to try new things, but I think it was probably more guided with, like, dollar signs in their eyes rather than, this is going to be a great idea.
Yeah, but I think you would sit there and be a bit embarrassed if you had worked on that and then someone came and said, we're going to make this an add-on to an add-on or whatever. You might be a bit ashamed.
Yeah.
But and the whole ball pit thing, I'm still not over it. Anyway, let's move on. I'm getting angry.
Oh my gosh, that ball pit. I remember when we were sitting there at Gamescom filming our little reviews and stuff, and that ball pit, there was like several of us, we were just ridiculing it in EA's own little booth.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't good.
Oh, just when you think like they always go really well, and then suddenly they do something like that, and it's just like I think they've added more balls to it like a while back, didn't they?
Yeah, a few little bumps. Thanks. Thanks for the bump. It's not. It's not. It can't make me forget.
Permanently scarred by that. It was a traumatic experience.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Let's leave that ball pit far in our memory.
Yeah, but in the past where it belongs.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the Sims Mobile now.
Yes. Yes.
I am a huge fan of the Sims Mobile.
Love it.
And they've just released the waterfront area, which was previously like a shaded off part of the game, and now it's been opened up with 2 new careers. Have you played them, Dan?
I've been playing the what do you call it one? The spa one, like the guru.
Oh, the wellness guru.
Yeah, that one. I can never think of the name. I've been playing that one because I've really loved the venue for it. It's just really colourful, and it reminds me a lot of the Spa Day pack. So I've been playing through a little bit of that with one of my Sims, but probably not as much as I should be playing it. But yeah, no, I've been trying to get into that a lot more. So how about you? Which career have you been? I imagine you're like wellness guru.
I've done them both.
Oh,
like they're done.
It only came out like a week ago, didn't it?
No, I've done them twice. Honestly, my Sims lifespan is so short because I play it so much. They just age up and die like within a day.
See, my mind's like, you need to retire your Sim. You need to, and I'm just like, no. I've still got the Grim Reaper lurking around my lot.
Oh, I wish I still had him.
Oh, no.
That's so weird that yours is stuck around.
Yeah, I need to get rid of it. It's just really because whenever I make a video, everyone's really confused. They're like, "Why is that there?" It's like, I don't know.
I don't know. It's really odd that it's still there.
Oh yeah, but how nice is the new era they've added though? Like, it's
really nice.
So cool to see some of the things that they're adding to that game, and it just seems to be getting better and better. Because I feel like it kind of had like a bit of a slow start. Because obviously they announced it like May last year, and then it only came out like a couple of months ago, and it just took forever.
Yeah, but I like that because at first there were some things that you did, and it like they were releasing stuff, and then when you went and actually did the interaction, there was no animation attached to it, and I was like getting a bit annoyed at that because I thought, well, all you've done is add in like the actual dialogue and stuff, but you haven't actually done the work of the animation. I don't think that's fair. But with this update thing, when you go into like the wellness guru career and things, all the animations are there, it all works. You can just see it's bulked out and it's properly, it was ready to be released, and I like that a lot.
No, I'm really glad that they've
and
done
there's
that.
Even like did you see the little sea monster under the grate?
There's a sea monster.
If you look, if you do the science one, it tells you the story. But if you look over in front of the science career, there's like a little like drainage thing,
and there's like all the time.
Eyes. Yeah, it's just like its eyes underneath the drain.
Interesting. I'm literally loading it up right now on my phone because I'm really intrigued. I want to see this. It's
really good. I like how the stories like intertwine, and it's really good. I just think now for me, like being so far into it, I need something to keep me going. Like I need more content.
Because like you complete
like
the barista career, you complete all the ones in Market Square, then you go downtown, and it's just then by then you're kind of like, what do I do now? Yeah,
and the whole Llama Zoom thing isn't really doing it for me. I'm not.
I haven't had much experience with Emily and her Llama Zoom van. It just kind of reminds me of the Stalker ice cream van that used to be in The Sims 3. That thing that used to just follow your Sims everywhere, and it would be out there waiting. I mean, it sounds like you haven't had a good time with Emily.
No, she's just really annoying. Like she's there, and then you think, okay, I mean, this is the thing. Like, it's my own fault because I'm just at this point, I'm putting them in a career and then I'm leaving it and I'm coming back to it when they're ready. And that is not how the game is designed to play. It's designed for you to be in it and actually doing the interactions to make the time go down. So, like, I'm putting my sim in the career that Emily is telling me to put him in because she'll give me all these wonderful things. And then when I go back, she's gone. And I'm left with no reward. And why did I even do that? Like, it's just really annoying.
The llama truck of lies.
Yes, Emily in a llama truck of disappointment.
Oh,
We just need some. I don't know what it is, but it's not my job to know what the answer is. It's my job to tell you the problem. It's your job.
Are you
to
sure
make
you're
it
not being
better.
a drama llama?
I think I am. Yeah, this is the Llama Drama podcast, so I'm allowed to.
I need
But
to.
and also like there's no way to get cupcakes anymore. Like I don't know how we're supposed to do that.
'cause you
I'm
used to do
not
that
getting
with
any
the
fashion
to-do
gems.
list.
Yeah, there's no fashion gems. I'm not getting. No one's giving me any stickers. It's just a sad time.
Sounds like you expect a lot of things for free.
I do.
Well, I need to try it a bit more because I just haven't played like with the llama zoom thing enough yet, and I need to try and understand it a bit more. I mean, I've gave it a quick go and I've been like previewing it and things like that, but it sounds like more hassle than it's worth. But it seems like a lot of mobile games have things like that. I play a game on the train because it doesn't need an internet connection called Gardenscapes, and it's a bit like Candy Crush, just you make a garden instead of whatever you do on Candy Crush. And like that has like a weird guy that comes every day on the truck with like a spin wheel to get some rewards, and so it seems to be like a common thing.
Candy Crush has so many pop-ups now. It's insane. It's like collect these stars for Denise and give this like toffee egg to so-and-so. Oh my god, it's like I just want to match the candy. Like
give me my fix now.
Stressing. Yeah, and every time I'm at level 1,300 and something, it's quite sad. And I go on it every morning while I'm having my breakfast, as one does. And like I get through a few levels and I think, yeah, I'm gonna get to the end level of this. And then they keep adding on like 1,000 levels. It's like I just want to get to the end. I don't want to play this anymore, but I don't want all the time I've spent on it to be wasted.
Quite sad. It's not even the word.
Well, there's still some of my friends ahead of me, though.
Are you and your friends okay? Is there nothing to do in Yorkshire? Like,
basically.
on like this Gardenscapes, I've only just got to level 15. I'm quite proud of that because it's took me forever. I find these games really confusing, and whenever I can't complete them, I just get really angry.
Do you? I do sometimes have to step away from Candy Crush.
Yeah, when it's like you failed and you've got like it's just and it just keeps doing that. You're just like, no, this is just rude now. Like I'm not spending none of my whatever power ups I've got, and no, it stresses me out. And that's why I left Candy Crush behind and went over to Gardenscapes. But clearly, that's not having much of a positive effect either.
No, the only bonus. Well, you don't need a connection for Candy Crush either.
Oh,
you could come back to Candy Crush.
See, because things like the Sims Mobile, you need like an internet connection to like use it. So whenever I'm on my train, I'm just constantly going through tunnels, and it's like, yeah, you got 4G, you're fine, honey, and it just doesn't work.
No, it lies.
It actually does. Or it'll be like, oh, by the way, there's a 300 megabyte update, and I'm just like, okay, thanks. Like just what I wanted right now. So yeah, so that's but yeah, the waterfront's nice though.
Yeah, the waterfront is really nice, and I want them to keep up with my demand.
Your demand? What is your demand?
Yeah. I need about 10 careers. I need things to be achieved on the levels between 40 and 50, and I don't know what I need, but
it'd be good if
I need more
things to unlock, because like to begin with, it's like, oh yeah, you got pregnancy, you've got parties, you can have a wedding, and it's all those things, and that kind of gets lost.
Yeah, it stops at level 15, and then now at level 22, I think you can unlock a new area, which would be waterfront, I guess, if you've unlocked downtown already. But then that's it. And like I was at the top level 40. Now they've added 10 more levels, but those levels don't really mean anything because there's nothing to achieve on them apart from a number.
Yeah, it's hopefully they'll be able to resolve that, because I feel like so I guess obviously it's a lot older, but Sims Freeplay, there's so many quests to do.
Oh,
and
so much, yeah.
And you always have to be like a certain level this, and like on my personal one, I haven't been able to like touch half the stuff in the game compared with like the early access builds, but like it's mad. But hopefully with time they'll be able to start bolting on more and more things, maybe like with Sims 4, where it was a bit bare bones to begin with, but it worked, and then kind of keep going.
Yeah, bulk it out and do maybe more seasonal things. Maybe they'll do something for Christmas. That'd be nice.
Yeah, because they did that last year, didn't they?
Yeah, they did, and it wasn't out yet, was it?
No,
but
it was still
it was
only in
out
Brazil.
to like
there was like snow everywhere and like Christmas trees, and so because that would be really cool if they could do things like that when like stuff's happening and fit it
and
in
Halloween.
Yes. I guess they've got a lot of opportunity for that in the coming months. So, hopefully they start doing that. Like as it becomes autumn, maybe they could do something like that, and then Halloween, and then Christmas, maybe like, I don't know, a Christmas shopping quest or something. I don't know.
They could even just using the venues that they've got, add in like new career stories for like seasonal things. Like, oh, we've got like the pumpkin spice latte barista hobby or something.
That'd be great.
Right?
These are £1 million ideas here, and EA, if you're listening,
I might have to put that one.
We want 50%.
Yes. Well, at least 50% each.
Nothing less.
So leaving nothing for a year.
Well, they'll make money on the microtransactions when people want like their coins and SIM cash.
I'd rather take 50% of that. If they got 15 million in like 3 months or something.
Sorry, what?
That they got 15 million, didn't they, in their first 3 months of like launching the game? Yeah.
And they've said in their earnings call, they were like, "Oh yeah, it started off slow like other Sims games." Is that slow? Oh, then man.
I think so. I need to check my
fake
facts.
News.
Yeah. Sims Mobile brings in over $15 million in 4 months.
Oh my god, that's insane considering it's only just launched.
And that was its EA's eighth highest earning mobile game in June.
Oh my gosh, they must. That was always one thing I was really surprised with, like the Sims Freeplay. That thing prints money. I did not realise they were as popular as they were until a few years ago.
Yeah, they're all really, really, really popular.
It's crazy. But I mean, I guess...
Let's talk about... Sorry.
No, I was going to say, like, if, Sims Freeplay, let's move on to Sims Freeplay. Was that what you were going to...
Yeah, it was.
Seamless. This is where if we had a sponsor, we'd be like, and now time for a message, but we don't have one. Squarespace, where are you at?
Squarespace.
Please sponsor us. But
yeah,
honestly,
as a simmer, I like to sleep on a Casper mattress.
Oh my gosh, everybody's advertising those. Casper mattresses, toothbrushes. What else is there? Yeah, Squarespace, and there's another one for like hiring people. Oh my gosh. Yeah,
and there's one for like a face cream or something, but maybe we're being targeted.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway,
like.
No,
honestly though, if someone does want to sponsor us, please feel free to tweet at rachybop or at Beyond Sims. Get in touch with us because we are happy to help with that.
Yeah, 15 million should do it. Thanks.
You didn't define the currency here. If it was like rupees or something, we're not getting much.
Yeah, that's okay. Whatever.
It's a Sims Freeplay.
Right, Sims Freeplay. They've just had their luxury living build stuff added. It's actually
Yes.
gone live earlier than expected.
Great.
So all of our information that we posted is wrong. As a game changer,
we are very accurate sources of info.
Yeah. So, but it is earlier than it was supposed to be the 31st, but it's actually live in game now. Oh, I don't know when you're watching this, so it might be after the 31st. Watching, listening,
I
who
didn't even
cares?
realise it was out earlier. At least somebody's tuned in.
Yeah, it's out early. So everyone's shouting at me in the comments, going, "You got the date wrong." But I didn't. It was right, but now it's wrong.
The way you get around that is I just said August. I didn't say a day. My content's flexible.
I was so organised that I literally like work right to the deadline editing stuff because they keep changing things. But never mind. There's loads of new stuff with this update. There's the luxury living live event, and the lot that you unlock with that, which is really cool.
I love
with
the new
fish
house.
tank.
So
and the
beautiful.
cinema things.
Oh, with the karaoke machine.
Yeah, that's really fun. And the popcorn thing.
Yes, but I saw people on Facebook going nuts over that.
Did you?
Mm.
And then there's the hands-free
hands-on
quest. Hands-on? No. Oh yeah, hands-free is the guy, right?
Yeah. I keep calling it hands, like the hand on your body.
Yeah,
like I keep misspelling it.
It stands for Home Automation Network. Something.
Yeah,
do the quest.
I mean, I'm going to be perfectly honest here. I mean, the home automation thing is really cool. You can change lights, you can close your curtains. Like, that's really cool. Although, I honestly thought this seasonal quest was one of the worst I've ever tried in my life. I thought it was awful.
Why?
It was so boring.
Really? Did you think so?
I honestly was so bored doing this quest because I just feel like it was just constantly speak to the professor, speak to this guy, just keep speaking to that person. I was like, it could have been made so much more fun. It was do that. Oh, keep searching the object, tap on the computer. And it was just the same interactions. Like it wasn't even like different animations really. So I just got quite bored.
Oh, I quite liked the storyline with Hans. Like I didn't know whether to trust him, and
yeah.
Like, yeah, I like that. But yeah, I don't like it when it's like, go to the park, go home. It's like, don't tell me what to do. Like,
I'm a strong, independent woman.
And then when it says, speak to Susan for 2 hours, it's like, why would you talk to her for that long?
See, that bugs me.
We just met.
There was some interactions in that where there were some which were like 40 minutes when they should have been like 3 hours. And there were some, which, like, say, the chat ones, which were like, oh, that's going to take a good 2-3 hours. And it was like, why?
But it depends how you play and, like, what your life, like, schedule is like. Because when I get them, like, in real life in my actual game, I just, like, I'm fine. I've got that many Sims that it takes me a lot of time to get them all into what I want them to do. And that you don't want it to just be like, okay, you've got them all to work, and then next it's like, oh hi, your Sim's finished now, come back. And it's like, well, just give me a few hours and I'll come back. So I don't mind it saying a few hours, but when you actually read it, you think, why does that take that long? So I guess it's different for everybody.
I guess because it's an early access, but when we do these quests, it is where we are literally whizzing through them, skipping, and just so we can show how to do it. And obviously it's a bit different in that way. But I always would think with a lot of these events, it must be so, like, if you missed something by a couple of hours, I feel like you would like botch up your chances, because you get this really cool like home automation system, and then with the luxury living thing, you get like your dishwasher and all of that stuff, like really cool things. But I'd be livid if I missed out.
That would be like Emily in a llama truck of disappointment, but on an extreme scale, like a Humvee of disappointment.
Oh god, let's hope you never lose a quest, because you're gonna be gonna want to avoid you.
I can't cope with it. I just can't. But you're supposed to have like, you just need like a basement with a sweatshop, a Sims in it, just cranking out the jewelry,
Oh,
the pottery.
Okay.
Otherwise, you're not gonna get it
I
done.
thought you were gonna say like a basement of like people to play Sims Freeplay for you or something, so they're like ready
No,
to
not like real. I mean Sims. I'm not saying don't go and make a sweatshop of people. Like of your Sims, you can do it with Sims. It's fine. You won't get arrested.
Okay, we all know what you get up to in your Sims game then. Like, oh. No, it's really cool. I
Yeah.
mean, the thing that I found freaky was when I was recording, my Alexa started lighting up, so... And you know, this thing in here is not called Alexa, so God knows what she's up to. Maybe she's getting a bit jealous.
That's like... Yeah, that is freaky.
No, I don't like that.
What else?
Say that again?
Just wondering what else they added, but I can't think. I think it was just the quest and the live event.
Yeah, they were like
It's
the
plenty,
main things, but I think it's just the amount of objects and stuff and all of that you can unlock with it.
Like lots of reruns. There's like a rerun of that seasonal one with the chalet.
Oh, Snow Problem.
Yeah, and they're like optional reruns. It's like a new thing they're doing, isn't it?
That's really cool if you missed out on it before, like, because that was quite a good quest. Cause I enjoyed doing the content for that one. That's what I mean when I say like boring. I guess like certain events are going to be more fun. Like there's like a season one where you see like Santa and stuff, but like some of them they pour their heart and soul into, and I just felt like it could have been a bit better, really, considering like it'd been quite a while. So
yeah, I get that.
I say it's been quite a while. I don't know when the last one was because I've missed out on a few early access things because like I've just been like examining and moving and doing whatever I've been doing.
Yeah, I think they're usually like once a month, something like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've missed a few. I think I've missed 2 or 3, so that might be why I feel like it's been a very long time.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why my expectations are so high.
Yeah, maybe.
But
oh,
yeah, but I still agree. But I mean, dishwashers are life changing. The fish tank's awesome. It's just we have no idea when they're coming out anymore. So just keep an eye on your game, I guess, because you know it could be there today, it could be there in a month.
I think the other dates are the same. I just think the luxury living one was put forward. Okay. I don't know, like the hands one. I think is what's been published, but
yeah,
who knows really?
Yeah, because hands-on's in. Isn't that like early September?
I don't know. I've got it in my videos and on my website, but I can't remember off the top of my head.
Shameless plug.
Yeah, rachybop.com.
Okay. That sounds like a cry for help.
Oh,
bless
that's mean.
Sorry.
Hang on, I've got the update notes here. I can tell you.
Ooh, here we go.
The exact date.
Here we go.
So, look, right. Why is it? Oh, okay. I'm here. Right. So, luxury living live event was meant to be 31st of August, and that was a 10-day event. So that's live now. So get on it. Snow Problem seasonal quest, 13-day optional event, September 2nd. Hands on is a 7-day event, and that starts September 12th. Sleepwear hobby event rerun, 7 days, September 16th. Chocolatier carnival hobby event rerun, 10 days, 23rd of September. And the long hair hobby event rerun is 10 days, and that's September 27th.
Oh, thank you very much, Rachel.
So those are the dates. You're welcome.
I mean, I just quite like...
Oh,
sorry, what were you going to say?
It don't matter.
Oh, okay. I quite like... I quite like how, like, when Sims Mobile was first announced, I was terrified that would mean, like, the end of the Sims Freeplay. But they seem to be, at least so far, living quite harmoniously because they're just such different games. I mean, obviously Sims Mobile's a lot newer at its core and shinier. But, I mean, Sims Freeplay obviously has a whole 5-6 years worth of content compared to it. And
yeah,
because it's questy compared to Sims Mobile is more like in the moment, I guess, sort of thing.
They really need to do something with the Sims Mobile to make you more inclined to actively play instead of just to put Sims in an event and then leave it, because that is the huge difference between them.
Yes.
And they just like, even though like it's obvious that you should do that, you just don't. Like, so I don't know. But the events help, because we had that event, didn't we? The last one, the dart one in Sims Mobile.
Oh yeah.
What was it called? Summer Throwdown.
I feel like I might have been
But
without
that
internet or
was
something during that time. I've had a
It
rough few
wasn't
months.
like, it wasn't the best event. Like, a lot went wrong with it. Still got that stupid yellow arrow stuck in the game as well. Have you got that?
Yellow arrow?
The yellow arrow. It's like pointing to where the event was.
Oh, no.
On the top right, and it's still there. Like,
No.
it's just pointing. It's really distressing. But the event, it was just like one of those where you unlock little boxes, and then you get a random thing out of the box, and you always get the same thing. You never get like a complete set.
Is it like the hot tub event again?
Yeah. And I spent all my sim cash, like over 1,000 sim cash, on the premium boxes. Still, there's two or three things that I didn't unlock, and I was playing all the time. Like, honestly, I had the best chance of getting everything and still didn't get everything. And that to me is wrong.
No, they really need to overhaul that. Like, I mean, I guess it's kind of hopping back to Sims Mobile a little bit, but I mean, it's just like, when you're like, especially when you're spending money as well on it, you expect something back, or at least a much higher chance of it. I remember the hot tub event, I used to be livid. I just kept unlocking patio chairs and these tacky outfits that I didn't want, and obviously all you want is the hot tub. Then other people would literally just be pumping out hot tubs.
Yeah, that's it. You get one thing and you're guaranteed to get it all the time. And now you have to wait for the hot tub in a surprising choice. And it's like, what was it, 2,000 sim cash?
Whew.
And that's, how much is that? That is like a lot of money.
Oh my gosh, no.
And they know about that. And it distresses me. They know about that, but then they leave it at that cost. Like, they think I mean, you could buy a real hot tub in real life for that, couldn't you?
What,
Let me see how much.
2,000 sim cash? That's probably
2,000 sim cash. You can get 1,950 for $28.99.
Ooh.
But if you want to have enough, 3,500 is $48.99. So that's 50 quid. Let's round up. 50 quid for an in-game hot tub.
Ooh.
That's a lot.
I mean, I get that the game's like free to play, and but ooh,
50 quid there for one item.
I mean,
That's
maybe this is where that $15 million is coming from.
Yeah, virtual hot tub life.
That's what people are doing. Crazy. Oh
Yeah,
no,
crazy.
See, we are very good game changers. As you can see, we're vocally expressing our disappointment.
Yes.
Despite
we also
people
do express some like things.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think the whole thing, a lot of people think that because we get early access sometimes that we sing the praises of everything that's pushed out, when that's really not the
not
case.
True. And that wouldn't help anybody anyway.
Oh no, that'd be ridiculous.
Because they just, like, EA would just have the most rose-tinted glasses ever if we did that.
Oh my gosh, could you imagine?
It was
My second pet stuff.
Yeah, and I'll give you £50 for it. How about that?
No.
Anyway, let's move on to The Sims 4 on console.
Yes.
So they've just announced that they're gonna release Get Together.
Yes, they are.
September 11th.
I believe it is. Yes. Yeah, that's really exciting. That because consoles suddenly getting this big like explosion of content, and they're really catching up with everything that's on PC now. Yeah,
they're releasing them out rapidly.
It's really
so
good.
those they're gonna go cold turkey when they have to get used to our schedule. When
I
it
mean,
catches up, they're going to be like, "Whoa, wait, what happened?"
well, I guess they waited like 3 years for a console version, so I
Yeah.
guess that kind of makes up for that slightly. But I mean, they're really doing good with that. I mean, the expansions are there. I mean, they're adding glass roofing in a new update I saw on Twitter the other day.
Cool.
It's all coming there, and I mean, the controls still aren't my favorite, but they're a lot better than they were when the game launched, to where I will actually play the console version now.
And it is a different experience. It does feel more as well, because if you're like me and you work on your computer all day, or you do stuff on your computer all day, which a lot of us do, actually going and sitting and playing on the console is more of a detached like escapism than
Yeah.
sitting where you were all day working. So it is quite nice to do that.
No, I agree.
That was profound.
What
I just said.
Yeah,
What I just said.
it was inspirational.
It was.
I mean, they're gonna turn that into a quote and stick it on a canvas. I tell you.
Soundbite it. Yeah.
Don't tempt me. And I mean, maybe that can be like the slogan for this, like podcast or something. You know, inspirational. Yeah, I mean, I'm starting to feel that now as well, since like getting back into like working and stuff, where I'm staring at a computer screen for like 8 hours a day, and then when you get back, especially then if we're like making content and stuff, you need something like away from it all. So
yeah.
it definitely, like you say, it definitely helps. I mean, my slow broadband speed hasn't helped with me downloading all of the packs that I own, but we're getting there.
Oh,
we are getting there gradually. But it's just really cool because, I mean, I used to love the old console games, like the Sims 1 on PS2. I used to play that all the time. That was insane. And it was like multiplayer. The Sims 2 as well, you could like directly control them. And Sims 3 was similar to the PC version, but not quite there. Whereas I guess this time they've just literally managed to make it like full on, like the same pretty much. It's so cool that people on console can experience that too.
Yeah. I remember The Sims 3 on console, like, because I remember playing it. I don't know if it was Xbox or PS. I don't know, but it was like, it was. I can't remember how it played out, but on the Wii, it was totally different. It was like first person or something. It was odd, wasn't it?
You lived in like a seaside thing, and there was rain. There was all sorts going on, and
actually, it was on Xbox that when you opened your inventory, it crashed, and there was no fix for it.
Oh, great! I know.
And I couldn't play it anymore.
PS3 had like I think it must have both had their own issues, because PS3 had a thing where once you got like, I think it was like a week or two into your sim game, you could no longer save or like save your game, and it would just crash, and that issue went on for a very long time.
You see, now with them being so public and talking to everybody on Twitter, they can't avoid things like that. They can't just hide behind a developer curtain. They're like out there.
Yeah, and I think
so
with the Sims, they're quite open as well. It's like a studio. Like every sim guru seems to have their own account, and like I think we kind of take it for granted quite a lot that how open they are. Even before like the more of the recent things, like Grant on Twitter has been posting, like he's been quite blunt and open about stuff, and that's really good to see. And to, you know, so people just don't think they're doing nothing. But I don't think there's any other gaming community that's like that.
No, I wouldn't say so.
So
and it is
quite lucky.
It is good because it makes people a bit more mindful about what they say. You know, you can't just be like, oh, the Sims team do this, because there's like a face and a name to the Sims team, and you realise that they're actually people,
exactly,
and very nice people. So you don't like you connect with that a bit more.
Exactly. No, I completely agree, and I guess that's why they're going down the new live stream route and all of that, just to really like push that. And no, I need to play some more console. Maybe I'll do that this evening, maybe to like mellow out and all that, you know. But I always find, maybe because I'm getting so used to mobile now, sometimes when I'll go on the PC version, I kind of like, what do I do today? Like I remember in like Sims 2, Sims 3 days, I proper like plan out everything. I'd know what I was doing. It'd be dramatic. It'd be great. I think I've like lost that.
I think that's a Sims 4 experience, to be honest, because I struggle with that as well. It's not like it doesn't have that spontaneity and that magic that the other ones had. It's lacking it so far for me anyway. I think it's coming back as it bulks out, but
Yeah.
you do just sort of look at it and think, what do I do? Because you kind of know what's going to happen with everything you do, and it's not quite as fun.
I mean, like, Sims 1 and Sims 2 were so unpredictable. Like, Sims 1, you'd be cooking, everything would be on fire. A burglar would show up. The police would show up. Someone would bring you some chocolates because you've been speaking to them. Like, it was just so... They had loads of those moments. And Sims 2 had that. Like, I think Sims 2 is probably the best in the series. I think it nailed it. And Sims 3 had things happening, but I think because I didn't really get on with Sims 3, I probably don't give it its credit. But I agree, like, because you don't have those random moments as much. I mean, like, saying that, though, like, say they are adding it back, like, with the vampires pack, when the guy sneaks in and starts sucking your Sim's blood, like, that, I didn't expect that. I mean, I didn't notice that when I did my review, and suddenly it happened, and I was like, what is going on? And that's what it needs more of. Like, it really needs that. So maybe because they've got that mechanism in there, they could do things like burglars and maybe bring back firefighters and, you know, just small things like that.
Yeah, they're just making us wait this time.
Live service, you know, you gotta keep people coming back for more.
Yep.
So, but no, it's cool, and hopefully when they do that, console will get it quicker, and don't have to wait too long. But it's getting better.
It is.
But yes.
So, on to other topics now.
Yes, this is exciting because this is where we get to be dramatic and share all the goss. Yeah. I was trying to think of something.
Spill the tea, as they say.
Yes, all the tea.
So what have you been watching on Netflix or otherwise?
Oh my gosh, so many things. I've been rewatching Gilmore Girls, so I've been really enjoying that. We just got to season 2, so but
I don't know how people can rewatch things. I cannot do it.
See, because it took me like a good year and a half to watch it, and because there's like 20-something episodes over 7 seasons, like I forget a lot of stuff that happened. So like it's almost like I'm rewatching it again. And I notice a lot of things I didn't notice before. So it's like with when I watched Buffy in like 2013, I haven't actually fully rewatched the entire thing yet. So like now it's been a few years, I want to rewatch it again, and you know you're gonna like it. I mean, everything has like a dodgy season somewhere, but like you know you're gonna get into it. You know it's gonna be good. So that's why I like doing that. But I mean, I'm like that with films. I'll like watch The Proposal every few years. It's great. And what else? Queer Eye. If you haven't seen that, you need to watch some Queer Eye.
Ryan watches that. Yeah, Ryan watches that, and he says it's really good. And I haven't watched it, so I should watch it.
It's life-changing. These 5 gay dudes come into people's lives and literally like turn their lives around. It's so good. Missing out.
Okay.
What are you watching?
I've been watching Mad Men. We started watching that.
What's Mad Men?
It's there's 7 seasons of it, so it's been going a long time.
Okay.
And it's about ad men in the 50s. That sounds horribly dull with my description, but
really
it's actually really good. We started watching it because we thought, oh, everyone says Mad Men's good. Let's give it a go. And it is so good. Like, it's hard to say why, but it is
I find
really,
that with a
really
lot of series,
good.
though, you try to explain it to people and you just really never give it justice. It's one of the things
Yeah.
like, you gotta watch it a few episodes, then you get hooked.
And just seeing how like life was in the 50s, like they're all smoking and like they're pregnant but they're drinking, and because they just don't know that you shouldn't do that. It's really good. We like it a lot. We watch it every night. We're probably on about season 3 now.
That's quite
No,
go for it.
No, go on.
I was gonna say the only thing I find with like trying something new is because you never know if you're gonna like it, and it's like, do I commit like 45 minutes of my time to something that may be dreadful?
I know, like Ryan will say, "Well, turn it off." Like after 50 minutes, to turn it off. Whereas I used to be like, "Oh, you have to watch the whole thing," and you think you don't have to watch the whole thing. Like, just turn it off. If you're not enjoying it, just turn it off and try something else.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to commit to 45 minutes just because you've started it. But anyway, another thing I've been watching is, and this is very girly, very Cavallari. For anyone who used to watch The Hills. Did you watch The Hills, Dan?
I know it by name, but I don't have a clue what it is.
Well, it's like what Spidey and Lauren Conrad came from.
Who?
The Hills. It's like, oh my God. Give this boy an education. So,
what are they teaching kids these days?
It's just a reality show. It's really, really good. I was definitely late to watching The Hills. It was desperation after finishing like the OC and all that kind of thing, and Gilmore Girls. And it's a reality show. It's not like a series like those. But yeah, very Cavallari is just Christine Cavallari from The Hills, and it's all about her life and stuff. I've only watched like 3 episodes, but I find it quite watchable. And that, and the Kardashians, watching the new series of that.
I've never watched anything with the Kardashians.
Really?
Nothing.
I really like them.
Am I missing out, or have I made a good life choice?
Well, everybody's different. I like keeping up. That's it. That's all.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think that's it currently.
I tell you what, I've completely forgot I was watching this. I can't watch any more episodes because my housemate isn't here at the moment. But you need to watch Safe on Netflix. It's like their own series, and we just popped it on.
That girl that used to be, didn't she? It's got the guy from Dexter and the girl that used to be in Hollyoaks.
I've not watched either. I just know the Hollyoaks theme tune because it would interrupt my Simpsons viewing on Channel 4. But
I haven't watched them either, but I know they are.
But you're down with all the celebs and everything that's cracking, and you know I've got my head in the clouds. And
okay.
all I know is what Shania's up to and where she is. That's all I know. And what was it? You need to watch it. It's you put it on just while we were eating. Like, oh, let's just try it. We are hooked. Like, oh my gosh! Like at the end of every single episode, the plot gets thicker and thicker and thicker, and it's literally you're just there on the edge of your seat staring.
Okay, I will put that on the list.
It's really like loving it, and it's not my sort of thing. It's kind of like someone's been murdered, and it's just like it's in a very close-knit community, and it's kind of like okay, and it's good because Netflix just seem to be pumping out show after show at the moment. Like everything you see now is just this is Netflix, and it's just strange because it used to be like actual TV shows.
Yeah, I really like that comedians in cars getting coffee. That's a Netflix one.
Karaoke? No, that's Apple.
No, it's exactly what I said it was.
Is it literally called Comedians Getting Coffee?
Comedians in cars getting coffee. It's Jerry Seinfeld.
Is that the actual show
and
name?
He goes, yes. And he goes in, he gets like a car, like a classic car, and he goes and picks up a comedian, and they go for coffee, and they talk about their lives and comedy and things like that, and it's really good.
Oh my gosh.
There's people like Ellen.
I love Ellen.
Just loads of really funny people.
Maybe I'll give it a whirl. I need more things that I can just pop on in the background that you don't have to pay attention to. Like with Gilmore Girls, you have to pay attention to it because they're talking so flipping quick that you don't know what's going on else. Whereas I've been watching a show sometimes called Nailed It, which is like a cooking show, and you just don't have to pay attention to what they're up to. I need more things like that.
Yeah, fair play.
That's what I need in my life. But, Rachel, have I told you about my magic lamp I have acquired?
You have a knack of making anything sound like a sponsorship. This is not a sponsorship. He just wants to tell you about his lamp.
But But remember,
Dan loves them.
if you do wish to sponsor us, especially Squarespace, you can just tweet one of us, and this is genuinely serious. If you are interested, please do get in touch. We need an email. That's what we need. We didn't make an email.
Got a back catalogue of one podcast, and this is it. So yeah.
Quality content. But no, this new magic lamp. I went into the store that I used to work at years ago, and they're selling these like these crystal lamps.
It's a Himalayan salt lamp, right?
Yes, that. It's like a orange thing, and it's so cool. It's meant to. I don't know if this is like the technical terms. I don't know. It's meant to like remove all the negative ions in the air and make the room like a much more nicer like space to be in, and think all of that fun stuff. And I've been trying to get really into like mindfulness and all that to try and come over like anxiety, self-esteem and all of that. And I thought, you know what, treat yourself. And it's so cool. I actually love it. It's got like a little dimmer thing on it as well. And I don't know if it's making the place any less negative yet, because I've only had it for a few days. But I mean, it's
even if it's a placebo, it will work.
It's just really cozy.
Yeah.
Like the other night, I was in my room with like candles on, that was on, and I was just like reading the book. It's just really relaxing.
Yeah, and I want one.
Oh, you should literally treat yourself. I'll have to send you like a photo of it or something. Like it's kind of like, it reminds me of like a big
little Himalayan salt lamp says good morning.
What? What?
I don't know. I've got the giggles now.
What? Where'd that even come from? Why would it say good morning?
Why are you gonna send me a picture? I know what it looks like.
I just sent you a picture. Don't mock it. You don't know what it looks like in my room. Why are you looking through the window?
Oh God.
Like,
thanks for that.
But like, I think like I've begun to realise, like, as I've become more aware of that anxiety and all that fun stuff, like how important those things are. Because I used to like laugh at like mindfulness and meditation.
I know you did.
And all of that stuff.
Whenever I used to say to you stuff, you'd just be like, look at me like I was a total hippie. And now you're here being all zen, sending me pictures of me laugh.
Oh, my side, ow. I just leaned on my chair.
Oh my God, you actually sent me a picture. I've just received the picture via text.
Isn't it? It's a live
I can
photo
confirm
as well.
It's like it's got a little heart in the middle, actually.
It's really nice, isn't it?
That's
like,
okay. Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
It is.
Thank you. See, that was worthwhile me sending you that. And but yeah, I did think you were a complete hippie and all of that stuff. But actually, it has helped keep me a little bit more sane as I've become more like aware of it.
Have you started meditating yet?
I use the Calm app, not a sponsorship, but I use the Calm app, and that's been helping me a lot more with like guided stuff. I do like sleep ones because I used to have really bad problems sleeping, and I normally pop it on for like half an hour, and by the time it ends, I've like zoned out, I've gone to sleep by then, so that normally helps with that. And like in the day, I'm trying to incorporate more of the like, they've got like lessons, like quick like 10-minute things to try and make you more aware of like what's causing stress, what's causing anxiety, you know, how you can, you know, try to focus on other things. And so I've also been reading some good books as well. I think it's called The Life-Changing Magic of Not... The Life-Changing Magic of Not Giving a Fuck. I think it's called that, something like that.
Yes, I think it's the S word rather than the word you used, but yes.
Oh.
But yes, anyway, I made it 10 times worse than it was.
But yes, I highly recommend it. You've changed me. Well, you didn't even do anything, but you know,
my influence enough.
Your positive vibes and being like, hey Dan, I'm meditating, and I know you didn't do that, but you know what I mean.
You know, when we went to LA,
which
where
time?
was the last place we went last time. We
Yeah?
went. Oh yeah, went EA Play, wasn't it?
Yeah, in June.
Yeah.
Yes.
So when we went there, that was the first time that I've meditated like while I've been away, instead of just doing it when I'm at home,
Okay.
like when I have free time kind of thing. I thought I set a reminder on my phone, and every day in the morning I meditated in the hotel room when I got up in a little patch of sunshine near the window.
Ooh.
And like I didn't get any like anxiety while I was away. I was like quite happy to go off and like make the most of every day, whereas usually I'll like sit in my room until someone suggests something, or like dread anyone suggesting anything because I feel better just staying in my room, but then wish I'd made more of the time when I get home kind of thing.
Yeah. No, I
And
get
it was
what you
just
mean.
so much of a better, yeah, like such a better experience.
I think I need to try and do that in the morning. Like when I get up, be like, right, let's do this, instead of being like, I'll wake up in half an hour. I need to try and get into the
Yeah.
habit of that, because I feel like that would be a bit better. Because what I find when I try and do it more later at night, by that point I'm quite tired, so I start drifting off. So
It's like in the
not great.
morning. Yeah, it's hard because like in the morning you're tired anyway. So, but I find that it refreshes your eyes. And if you sit in the morning and visualize how you want your day to go, and then on a night, like especially if it didn't go very well, on a night visualize it as if it had gone well, and then all the bad feeling will be gone.
Maybe I should do a bit of that after today. But like
Yeah.
after my rant I had before we hit recording. But no, I think I need to do that. Like that's quite a good idea. I mean, I one thing it's made me aware of is like I never like when people say, "Are you stressed? Are you anxious?" I'd be like, "No," and of course I'm not. But I didn't realize it. I'm actually a very anxious person. I've come to realize, and my head is
Yeah.
spinning with stuff. Like, I find when I'm trying to do that, like clear my mind, focus on my breathing, my mind is constantly wandering off, like all the time,
Yeah.
thinking of just
That's why you're always
rubbish.
poorly as well. Like you're literally always poorly.
I never used to be. I'd get like a cold once a year back in the day, but now it seems like I just there's always just something.
Yeah, yeah. It's just stress, and stress does crazy things.
Yeah. So our life lesson of today is treat yourself to some meditation and a
Yeah,
magic
Llama
lamp.
stay. Yeah,
Llama what?
Llama stay.
Llama stay.
Like namaste, but
Oh,
Llama
oh,
stay.
oh, oh. Okay. Okay.
You'll get there.
So apart from your meditations, what other games have you been playing recently?
Meditation is not a game, Daniel, but yes.
Oh, oh no, that
I
came out very wrong. Like, I meant as in, what are you doing in your free time?
still doing lots of walking. But gaming, I don't honestly don't play that much, but I am looking forward to 2 Point Hospital.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And when that comes out, I think I might actually have to treat myself
I can't
to it,
wait.
because me and Ryan have been playing Unravel too, and that's a lot of fun.
Oh, I need to play that. 'Cause that looked so. That was really
Yeah,
fun when we played that at EA Play.
yeah. So because I got early access to it, or not early access, but game changer access, and obviously it's 2 player, but it's 2 player like couch 2 player. So to do a video of it, like you can just play it by yourself, can't you? But I asked Ryan if he would play it and just get enough footage for a review, that kind of thing. But we got really into it, and now we're playing through it, and it is a lot of fun for both of us.
I need to try it because I've recently downloaded it and got it ready. Because, like you say, when it came out, I was like, "Yes, it's gonna be great," and all of that. And then I realised once I redeemed the PC version that it was only local co-op, not actually over
Oh,
the
you got
web.
the PC version?
Yep. So that's really,
Yep.
yeah, that's really frustrated me. So first world problems, but beggars can't be choosers, I guess. So I'm hoping to do something on that. I need to look at it because the first one was it's just a very cute game, but like you say, 2 Point Hospital, that looks like when that comes out, I'm going to be buying that and building my hospital. It's going to be so good because Theme Hospital back in the day was so much fun, and this is basically just Theme Hospital 2, really.
Yeah, when I said something to them on Twitter about, oh, like, I think my friend wrote to me saying, oh, what's this game? So I told her, I was like, oh, it's like Theme Hospital. And they tweeted me saying, oh, it's not. It's inspired, it's not. And I thought, yeah, it is.
It's by pretty much the same team, and they're always sharing stuff saying how it's a spiritual successor. They just don't have the rights to use the name.
Yeah, so maybe they're just being really careful then.
Well, yeah,
because I was like, oh, I want it to be like that. I love it.
Oh yeah, I guess they have to kind of have like enough of it, but then not be a complete clone. Because I think EA own the rights to Theme Hospital, so obviously they got to be careful because that was made by a company called Bullfrog, I think.
Bullfrog, yeah,
that
Bullfrog.
Bought out.
I remember the logo.
Yeah, and they bought that out years ago.
Wow.
So, yeah, because I guess you don't really want EA's lawyers breathing down your neck, because that would not be a good time. But it looks so much fun. I also tried to get into Jurassic World Evolution. I bought that, and I need to play it some more because I like having access to Sandbox immediately, and you don't get it. So I can't be bothered to do the missions.
I get a bit lost with it. I play it and then I go back to it, and then I totally forget where I am.
Yeah, I go back to it and I forgot like how to do everything. Like I don't think the tutorials are that good, and it feels very like almost like a mobile game sometimes. Like you're like, oh, research this, and it's like, yeah, come back in 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's true.
Whereas
it's very, very much.
Yeah, the old Operation Genesis game, that one was just you could fast forward it and stuff, and I used to cheat so much to like build my dream Jurassic Park. So I was kind of hoping it would be a bit more like that. So maybe I just need to force myself through it, and then I can get into the world of the sandbox.
Yeah.
Maybe. But there's so much stuff coming up, but there's so little time. I mean, especially with Sims and stuff. I mean, there's just never time. When you think you've got a few minutes, it's like, by the way, this is coming out. It's like, great.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Please stop. Stop releasing content. Please don't stop, thank you.
Yeah, don't stop.
Can't stop, won't stop. But I think that kind of neatly brings us to the end of our chit chat.
Yes, I've had a lot of fun.
You've been all right.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't have an insult-free podcast now. That wouldn't be okay. But make sure you let us know what you think of the podcast, whether you liked it, what bits you'd prefer, what bits you didn't like, and what you'd like to see. And make sure you give us a nice shiny subscribe on iTunes as well, so that you get the latest episodes right through to your device when they are released. I mean, we're hoping to make this a regular thing, so, you know.
Yeah, yes, leave some feedback as well if you've got time and you don't mind doing it, because I think that helps. Other people say it helps, and it also would be really nice to read it as well, if it's nice.
If it's not so nice, I mean, that's great. Just make sure it's constructive.
Yeah, probably refrain.
Just not, I hate you both. Like that.
If it's horrible, go to YouTube, leave it there. There's plenty of that there.
Might be on yours, but mine's still not too much of a negative space.
That's good.
Getting there.
Yeah.
Oh well. It was good to speak to you, Rachel, and good to bless all of you lovely listeners with our voices.
It was lovely to speak to you too, Daniel, and thank you to everybody who's listened.
Yes. See you next time.